Once again, it's Wootini from GayGamer.net here with another one of my video podcasts. I apologize for the noise in the background. That's the air conditioner. We're experiencing quite a heat wave here in the East Coast, and I'm not turning it off, not even for the 5 minutes it'll take me to do this. So deal with it at home. This week I finished LA Noire, and I have to say it was still a really solid game. Now that I finished the whole thing, I can say I really liked it. I liked it a lot. Never having finished a Rockstar game before, because they're always so epic and ridiculous that I just start meandering and lose interest, and I lose track of the narrative thread and just start wandering around doing side missions and things and then forget to finish it. I don't know about the storylines. But this one, LA Noire, was all about the storyline, so, I mean, to the point where you could skip action sequences in order to just progress the story, which a couple of times I screwed up enough that it was like, hey, you want to skip this? And I was like, no, hell no. Although there was one, the bulldozer chase scene, that I just could not figure out what I was doing wrong, and I kept dying, but I refused to skip it, and eventually I did figure it out. So I did not have to skip any action sequences. But anyway, it's all about the story, so I feel like the story of LA Noire should have been a little stronger than it was. It wasn't bad up until, like, I'd say 3/4 through the game, when things started to fall apart, and, you know, they introduced, well, they didn't introduce another character, the character already existed, but all of a sudden you find yourself playing another character. And for me, that was like a huge disconnect for the game. Like, you're playing this one character, you really feel for him, you feel for the events that are happening in his life, you're in his shoes, and then all of a sudden they're like, but wait, now we're going to show you this other perspective on things, and you're going to play this character for a little while. And, you know, I guess it was necessary to advance the storyline because Cole couldn't do those things, but I feel like Cole could have, I mean, they could have written it so that it could have been Cole the whole way through. Or you simply alternate. You play Cole for a while, then you play Jack, then you play Cole, then you play Jack, and then it wouldn't have been so off-putting. But, like, after investing so much time in this one character, to suddenly get to the end of the game and play another character, it completely, like, lost me at the end there. So, I mean, not that it was probably going to be a very, like, emotional ending anyway, but, like, I don't think it would have been emotionally affecting or anything, but, I feel like it would have been a little stronger had I been the one character for the whole duration of the game. I'm not really sure why they chose to make that decision, but they did, and there you go. The other thing I wanted to talk about this week was the 3DS launched its video service, which I find very odd, because it's basically 4 videos. So there's always going to be 4 videos to watch, and they're going to swap out, like, secretly. Like, you turn on Spot Pass. I mean, you don't have to, but it's easier, obviously. If you turn on Spot Pass and notifications, you know, you'll flip open your 3DS to play a game, and it'll say, oh, hey, there's a new video. And you're like, oh, okay. And you can go into the video app and watch it. It'll have already downloaded it or whatever. It saves it all on the SD card. And then you can, you know, watch these little 3D videos. It launched with a couple of, like, short films. I mean, I hesitate to call it even a video about the service, because it's not really instructive or helpful or informative. And then there's a trailer for Captain America that looked horrible, because it looked squished to fit the screen. Like, it wasn't letterboxed, it looked squished, and the 3D was really not good. So the whole thing looked really weird. The dinosaurs one was like, whatever. I thought the one with the pixels, the morning jog with the pixels, I thought that was cute. I mean, but we'll see. It's just weird because it's not a service where you can choose what you want to download. They just sort of are automatically there, and Nintendo's just going to rotate them as they see fit. So we'll see what comes of that. I still want to know when we're going to be able to watch 3D movies on it, though. Because they have Netflix, and Netflix is great. I mean, I'll probably never use it because I'll have my, if I'm traveling or something, I'll probably have my like netbook with me, and that's a bigger screen, or I'll have my iPod with me, my iPod Touch, to use Wi-Fi, and that's a better screen. I mean, it's the same size as, well, actually it might be a little smaller than the 3DS screen, but it's sharper and crisper, so it's a better quality picture. You know, so I mean, I might never use my 3DS to stream Netflix, but I would like to do that if they offered 3D content, which they claim they're going to do. We'll see. But when the 3DS was announced, they said there was going to be 3D movies, and I've seen nothing of that. Whether they're cartridges that you buy, or downloads that you pay for, to rent or own, I don't know. They've said nothing. All before the launch, they were like, oh, we can't say anything about that yet. But it's been out. The console is out. It's been out for a while. You'd think they'd have something to say on it. And I feel like it's sort of weird because I feel like the 3DS came out too soon. I mean, obviously not for me, because I was so excited at E3 last year I wanted one of the demo units, even though there was nothing to play on it. So for me, you know, I didn't want to wait any longer, but I kind of feel like maybe they could have waited until this holiday season, like maybe like put it out like in the early fall, late summer, early fall or something, and it would have sold like hotcakes, because then you would have had more games. So right now, I don't really feel like there's a lot of games that are worth playing. I mean, I was in a GameStop the other day, and the 3DS shelf is tiny. There's nothing there. And I mean, obviously this fall, it's going to be terrific. You'll have Mario, maybe Luigi's Mansion, you know, you'll have Mario Kart, Super Mario, you'll have more games. But I feel like they launched it with just a couple of games. It wasn't a strong library, really. I mean, there were some good titles at launch, but the stronger ones are coming later. And then, like, you know, the web browser wasn't ready yet, the store wasn't ready yet, the video service wasn't ready yet. Like all of the things that they were promising that you were going to be able to do with your 3DS, when you got it, you could pretty much do, like, 40% of it. You could play games, and that was about it. So I kind of feel like maybe they should have waited a little while until there were, like, more better games. And the services were ready to go. I mean, I can understand that you want to, like, kind of roll out the services as you go to keep people interested in it, but when you're touting the 3DS as something you're going to be able to play games and take 3D pictures and watch movies and listen to music, you want to make sure that all of those are available at launch. Maybe not completely fully, but at least something. You know, but we'll see. I mean, I feel like it stumbled a little at launch, but there's good games for it, and I think that we'll see this holiday season if it can pick up sales-wise or whatever when some more AAA titles hit for it. And that's about it for me this week. I think I'm going to start Infamous next, so I'll let you know how that goes. And until then, I'll see you later. Bye!